What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about why modified push-pull legs X upper lower is the best split of all time. And this isn't a debate. If you want to debate in the comments or you want to tell me what you think is better, you're going to be wrong. So I would just save your time and watch this video, learn from the best. Let's get straight into it. Before we talk about why, we got to talk about what is modified push-pull leg / upper lower. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys who have never even heard of this split. Like, well, what is this guy talking about? PPL modified? What are we talking about? All right, let me run you through it. What is it? Other than the best split of all time, I'll tell you what it is. Day 1, chest, biceps, and rear delts. Right? Day 2, back, triceps, side delts. Day 3, lower, starting with quads. Day 5, upper body. Day 6, lower. We'll say start with hamstrings. Okay, this is the breakdown of the split. If you guys wanted to come to this video and you guys wanted to see what the split was, here it is. This is the split. If you want to take it, great. Chest, biceps, rear delts. The reason you're hitting these together is because one is not going to affect the other. I'm going to talk about this later in the video. Actually, I'll just talk about it later. But this is going to be the split. Basically, it's 3 days on, a rest day, then your upper day, then your lower day, and then another rest day. Okay? So that's the premise of the split. All right, number 2, frequency plus rest. Right? These are some of the most important things when it comes to building a split. You want to have adequate rest while also hitting muscles as frequently as recovery allows. First of all, it hits every muscle group 2 times a week, right? That's kind of like the baseline gold standard of a split in 2026 is hitting every muscle group 2 times a week. That's like the bare minimum. If you're hitting it once, you're usually not hitting enough. If you're hitting it 3 times, that can be better for like specific muscle groups, but for the most part, 2 times is the sweet spot. Also, you're hitting each muscle group every 3 days, so they are evenly spaced. You're not going to be hitting biceps on Monday and Wednesday and then not hitting them again until Monday or Wednesday, right? It's a good split. Around every 3 days, you're hitting each and every muscle group. It also allows 2 rest days a week. This is just premium. This is premium splits here, guys. Push-pull legs, right? A regular push-pull leg split, you're hitting 6 days in a row, just have 1 rest day. Whereas this split, you get 2 rest days, and they're evenly implemented throughout the week. What more can you ask for from a split, guys? I mean, if you're not already hooked, I mean, you should be. Number 3, fatigue management. This is also very important. This split hits everything twice a week and has 2 rest days, which is very important for, fatigue management. You're going to be recovering at a good rate, at a good pace. You're going to be hitting everything at a good pace. Your chest won't affect your biceps won't affect your rear delts, and your back won't affect your triceps. You get the point, right? Each muscle group that you're hitting in these workouts aren't going to affect the other muscle groups like a regular push-pull leg split. When you're hitting push, you're hitting chest first, then maybe shoulders, and by the time you get to triceps, you've done so much secondary work for them that you can't fully hit them with the maximum amount of energy and capacity that you would be able to if you were hitting those first, right? This is why this split is good. And you can also even go as far as to switching up what you're hitting first. So maybe 1 week you hit chest, then biceps, then rear delts, and then maybe the next week you hit biceps first, then chest, then rear delts, or maybe biceps, rear delts, then chest. Just do what you don't just take this at face value. Put your own little spin on it. Do your own little changes if you want to. And you also got to be smart with volume and intensity. This is especially important on the upper and lower days. These days, you're going to be hitting lots of muscle groups, right? So if you're doing 8 heavy sets of chest, you're not going to be able to sustain that because then you got to hit, back. Then you got to hit arms. Then you got to hit shoulders. You got to hit everything after that. So you have to be smart with what you're hitting, the order that you're hitting it, and the intensity that you're going. In my opinion, if I had to recommend, I would do around 2 sets to failure. That's like what I find works the best. Training to failure is always good. Training harder than last time is always good. being smart with your volume and intensity is the last, important key point for fatigue management here for this split specifically. Last but not least, guys, time spent working out. I know people who will be in the gym for 3 hours, and honestly, I could say about 2.5 hours of those 3 hours is spent gooning, straight up just jorking it, like absolutely getting nothing done, just basically wasting their time. They're either talking to someone, they're on their phone. That's just a waste of time, right? If you're going to be in the gym, be in, be out, be efficient, right? And this is why that is important. This split, 45 minutes to 1.5 hours max. That's like the max. 1.5 hours would be like on maybe like a longer leg day or maybe an upper day. Those are the days that I could see you being in them for about 1.5 hours. But on your most other days where like your chest, your bicep and rear delt day, that should be a 45-minute lift max, right? Stop wasting time in the gym, guys. Your muscles are they start to cool down after like 10 minutes. You're not going to have the blood flow. You're not going to have the pump. You're going to start losing your pump if you're just sitting around talking, right? And the carbs depletion, right? This is key. This is key no one really thinks about. First of all, you should be ripping 50 to 100 grams of carbs pre-workout. You should. That's going to help your lifts. That's going to help you perform better in your lifts. You should be ripping 50 to 100 grams quick digesting carbs pre-workout. If you're in the gym for 2.5, 3 hours, those last 30 minutes of your workout, the carbs are going to be depleted that you took pre-workout. They're going to be all used up. They're going to be all, used from your muscles. You're going to have used them all. So you're going to have nothing left in your system. You're going to be running on E, and you're going to wonder why, 135 on bench is feeling heavy. It's because you have no carbs. It's because you have no energy. You've been in the gym for so long. You haven't given your body enough fuel, and you've just been using and just giving out, but you haven't been getting, what I'm saying, the energy that you need. Oh, hell yeah, boys. So yeah, guys, those are the reasons for push-pull legs modified upper lower to be the greatest split that you're going to want to run in 2026. Most optimal, most muscle building. If you guys agree with me, which you should, comment down below. If you disagree with me, tell me why, and I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.